Okay. Here we
Okay.
go. So
Are we starting over, or just gonna go by that question?
start again. So hi, Flippy.
Wait, say it again? Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Okay, so we'll go from how did you get the name Flippy?
Oh, how to get the name Flippy? It was back in LA. There was 5 of us, and we were all Flair bartenders, and we called each other Flippy. Like it came from a movie, and like everything was Flippy, Flippy, Flippy. Then I started working at Stratosphere, and there was a guy that was my height, had no hair, was a white guy, and his name was Tim. So like, we gotta call you Tim 1 or Tim 2, or we gotta figure out something. And then my buddy that was with me, one of the guys I called Flippy, and he called me Flippy, was like, went down south and as a joke, got Flippy as name. Billy was his name, Billy Ballrat, and he got a name tag that said Flippy as a joke. So I wore it that whole day, and I was like, cool, that's cool. And then I went to one competition, and Chico, the guy that announces all the competitions back in the day, he saw it once, it was over. Tim Norris from that day on. And it's worked out great. It's worked out amazing. I love it.
So what do you think of Cocktail the movie?
I love it. I think it brought a lot of the Flair to mainstream and makes people know what Flair is. And it introduced me to Flair too, because that's the first movie I watched, and then it got me into it. And then I watched Extreme Bartending with Young, and then I watched Ken Hall's video, the Legends. I watched Legends 4, and that was it. It was over. As soon as I saw Legends 4, I was like, I'm quitting my job and going to Flair bartending.
Okay. So Rock the Baby, is that your signature move, or did you copy something?
No, that was my signature move. I actually was training with Steve at the time, Steve Pacheco, and he told me he didn't like it, and so but I did it in the competition anyway because it fit the song so perfect. And ever since then, everybody's been loving it, and I love it that they love it.
That's so cool. What do you know about the EBS?
The EBS, the European Bartending.
That's all right.
I know that now.
That's good.
Oh no, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's brought out a lot of talent, and it introduces a lot of people to Flair too, and gets them. Because like when I first started, I was like watching videos in slow motion, and I had Steve to show me. If I didn't have Steve to show me, who knows how good I would have gotten, or if I would have even gotten this job had it not been for something like Steve showing me. And with the EBS, they show people so they can have the chance of getting jobs like this and competing and having fun.
So what did you do before National Carnival Court?
Before Carnival Court, I worked at Stratosphere for about 3 months because I just wanted to work here. And before that, I worked at Shadow Bar at Caesar's Palace, which is closed now. And then before that, I worked at a warehouse in LA for a grocery company.
Brilliant. Okay, so
my back out.
why did you want to be a Flair bartender?
Why? Because I saw Steve Pacheco work behind the bar, and was like, because like he was showing me some small stuff. I saw him do it, and he was just having a blast, and I was like, I gotta do that. I thought I was only gonna do it for about 7 years. Was like, I'll do it for 7 years, and I'll go do something else. 20 years later, I'm like, I'm here. I'm stuck. I love it.
So I see you as one of the most funniest bartenders in the world. Are you happy about that?
Yes, I am. Oh, 100%. There was a time when I was like changing my, I wanted to try something new, and I went to what's it called, a comedian school. And the guy showed me a lot of cool stuff, and I actually did a show, and all the boys from here came to see me, and it was a lot of fun, but not as fun as just being behind the bar. So I got back to being behind the bar.
That's good. So, what do you, what did you do before bartending, or was bartending your first job?
Oh, no, I worked all odd jobs. I was working at the warehouse, my first job was a shoe. I was working at a Foot Locker for a shoe company. I did just like everybody else. At one point I was working at a construction company digging ditches, and in fact the first day I always tell people when they say they're having a bad day, I remind them that, or I remind myself that I was like, my first day working I was in literal poop, digging a hole, trying to get this toilet working, but now I do this job, and I'm like, even on a bad day, my life rocks.
That's all good.
Is it cool if I get in?
Yeah, go man.
What's up, buddy? You alright? Absolutely not. I'm way too busy. There you go, brother. What time is the band start? Like 10, 15 minutes. They're just gonna set up. Oh, you videotaping me the whole time? I was gonna go like this. And
take cut.
Take 3. I'm trying not to fuck it up this time.
This is so it looks more better when you do this, right? So okay, cool. We just done that one.
Last question.
Have you got a favourite Flair move?
My favorite Flair move.
Or do you get a move that people always ask you to do?
Oh, my favorite Flair move that I do, or my favorite that I like to look
Your
at?
favourite.
Oh, my favorite.
Are you bottle team?
I love it all.
Are you bottle team or are you?
I like 3 tins in a bottle. 3 tins in a bottle is probably my favorite move.
What's your biggest achievement?
Getting the job here. I worked really hard to get here. Applied 4 times. It turned me down 3 of the times, and on the fourth attempt I got it here. Very proud.
Can you see yourself doing anything else in the future?
I have no idea. I'm a one-trick pony. If I lose my job here, I'm not even sure I can work anyone else. I feel like if I go somewhere else, they're gonna fire me for giving a blowjob shot or something. You know? Well, I didn't know. That's the only way I know how to bartend.
So, do they look after you here?
Very like the company and my fellow coworkers look at. I get treated like gold here.
WFA, Welfare Association. Do you love it? Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Again, it's one of those things where like it gets people talking about it.
Is there much competition on the street through the bartenders, or everyone gets along really well?
Friendly competition, not competition because we'll do we'll talk shit to 5 o'clock somewhere. But then when somebody comes here and they're like, hey, we gotta go, yeah, when you're heading this way, stop by at 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? And then when they're at the same vice versa. Oh man, I'll see you later, brother.
Yeah, see you later.
Have a good one. But fuel too. Like we'll talk shit to fuel and be like, oh, blah 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 blah, like our Flair's better, blah blah blah, and then we'll go back and forth. But then when somebody's like, oh, well, we were thinking about checking out a Flair bartender, or if a Flair bartender comes in, if you hadn't said you went to go see Rodrigo, I'd be like, you gotta go down and see him at Fuel Bar because we want everybody to have a good time.
What's the funniest thing you've ever done behind the bar?
There's a lot of them. Oh well, there's been times. There was one time Steve and we were working, and he got we had these big drinks, right? These yarders, so you could fit inside the box. The guy comes up and brings the box. So Steve tells me, he goes, hey, jump in the box. It's a slow day like this. He goes, jump in the box, and I'm gonna have somebody else come over, like they're gonna take the cups out. And when they do, jump out and scare them. I was like, all right. So I jump in the box. He fills up a yarder, one of the big drinks, with water, and then just pours it on top of me. So I stand up to run away. I can't run away because I missed that. So I'm like, so I just stand there, he puts the whole drink on me. So that was pretty fun.
What's the worst thing something that's gone wrong? Over the bar or on the bar? Is anything like?
One time I had a guy who was upset at another bartender. He wasn't 21. He was upset at another bartender because he wouldn't serve him. So I had the pyramid on my head, the big guy, and I was bouncing and going around the bar, and he threw a bottle because he was upset. He thought I was that guy. Hit the top of the pyramid. I've dropped the pyramid before, no big deal. This is where it gets bad. It hit the top of the bar and got some of my customers. It didn't hurt anybody, which I'm happy for, but it knocked over their drinks and scared them, put glass everywhere, and upset me. And then that guy went to jail.
Really? Wow.
Salt?
Yeah, that's bad.
You can't don't throw some of your bartender.
Okay. What's the biggest tip you've had behind the bar?
$2,000. His name was John Wachowski.
Okay.
I remember to the day.
Apart from tonight, what's a good income weekly for a bartender?
I'm not telling you.
Cool.
Sorry.
That's confidential. Cool.
No comment.
Where do you see the future of Flair?
Future of Flair, I'm hoping that it just goes on just like it is right now, where there's no real enemies, but we have friendly competition, because the friendly competition makes it grow, but I don't want there to be enemies, like people being so competitive that they dislike each other. I want it to stay just like it is right now. Everybody right now is competitive, they want to be better than the next guy, but like the kind of thing like I've always said this, like I want to be, like I always wanted to be Christian Delvex, and I'd go to competitions, and I got him a couple times, but he wasn't having his best day. I always want to beat him on his best day. He's like, oh, you beat me, yeah, I heard you had the flu. Yeah, I had the flu. Like, oh, it's not really beating you, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll beat you on a day that, like, you're on your top and I'm on my top, and then I'll beat you, and then I'll feel like that's what I want to do.
So does Flippy still practice daily, or just on
like
shift?
I should.
Did you used to?
I used to. I used to practice 8 hours a day, minimum, but now I'm old. I'm almost 50.
Okay. What's the favourite place you visit? Do you visit, like, you go on holiday a lot?
I don't know. I don't really have a certain one place that I like to go. I can tell you that after working here, whistles, live bands, people yelling and screaming, I like very quiet places. Like lately I've got this old van that I fixed up to be a camper, and I take that thing camping and I do some fishing, and we just go out there and chill out. Oh crap, you again? So anyway.
So yes, have you got a favourite cocktail?
The Fickle Dip.
What's in it?
It's Captain Based with half parts triple sec and amaretto, filled with pineapple special OG and 7.
Sounds lovely. Best square move you've ever pulled off?
One time, just once, I did a pyramid and juggled 4 and had 4 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, a pyramid on my head. Yeah. And I could never do it again.
What did you see is Flair? What did you see?
Fun. 100% fun. Good time. Yeah, it's a good time. I love it.
So what is the best time to come to Vegas?
Me personally, I'm more of a hot guy. The best time to get like one-on-one time, like what we're getting right now, would be the winter. But I like more the summers and the because like I like the pools and the have pool parties in my house. I like the summers and the springs and such.
And if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how do they get in touch with you?
I don't know.
Social media?
Facebook, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Go to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.